spell a word, you're still in the B. But what you want to do is say the word, spell it, and say the word again. Okay, that's how we know you're done. Okay, are we ready to start? All right, good luck. We will get started.
All right, remember, you're not going to go out on this round. This is just a practice, okay? Your word is gift, a special or notable capacity, talent, or endowment, either inherent, acquired, or given by a deity. Anyone who heard Estella play the cello would agree that she had a true gift.
Gift, G-I-F-T.
That
gift.
is correct. Your word is thing, an object or entity that cannot or need not be precisely named. Priya was offended when, instead of complimenting her new hair ribbon, Laurel asked, "What's that thing in your hair?" Thing.
Thing, T-H-I-N-G, thing.
That is correct. This word has a near homonym. It is a verb. The word is post, to publish, announce, or advertise by, or as if by the use of placard. Miss Dietz will post her students' grades when she is finished marking their tests. Post.
Post, P-O-S-T, post.
That is correct. Your word is mess, a confused, untidy, dirty, unpleasant, or offensive state of condition. After hours of tidying, Lane's bedroom is no longer a mess. Mess.
Mess, M-E-S-S, mess.
That is correct. This word could be confused with a similar word. The word is mink. It is a noun, any of several slender-bodied, semi-aquatic carnivorous mammals that resemble and are closely related to the weasel. A mink will feed on fish, birds, eggs, and small mammals, especially rabbits. Mink.
Can you repeat the word?
Mink.
Mink, M-I-N-K, mink.
That is correct. Your word is rush, a sound of or as if of swift movement. Delaney heard a rush of wings and then turned to see a flock of swans soaring overhead. Rush.
Can you repeat the word?
Rush.
Rush, R-U-S-H, rush.
That is correct. This word has a homonym. The word is deer. It's a noun. Any of numerous ruminant mammals that have 2 large and 2 small hoofs on each foot and antlers borne by the males of nearly all and by the females of a few forms. Gia thought that it was probably a deer who had chomped the tops off of all of her hostas. Deer.
Deer, D-E-E-R, deer.
That is correct. This word has a near homonym, much. A noun, a great quantity or amount of or extent of degree, a great deal. The week after the flood, the mayor said in a speech that there was still much to be done. Much.
Much, M-U-C-H, much.
That is correct. This word could be confused with a similar word. The word is logs, a plural noun. Sticks of wood cut for fuel, as in a fireplace. Tricia added 3 small logs to the fire to keep it burning. Logs.
Could you repeat the word?
Logs.
Logs, L-O-G-S, logs.
That is correct. Your word is same, having one nature or individuality, of like nature or identity, identical. Martina and Neri decided to wear the same outfit on the first day of school. Same.
S-A-M-E, same.
Correct. This word has a homonym. The word is son, a noun. The male offspring of human beings. Julian's son looked exactly like him. Son.
Sun, S-O-N, sun.
That is correct. This word has a homonym. The word is hike. It's a noun. Tramp, march, especially a long walk undertaken for pleasure or exercise. The family went for a hike in the woods. Hike.
Hike, H-I-K-E. Hike.
That's correct. This word could be confused with a similar word. The word is tummy, a noun. Abdomen, belly, stomach. The cat did not enjoy having its tummy rubbed. Tummy.
Tummy, T-U-M-M-Y, tummy.
Correct. This word could be confused with a similar word. The word is nook, a noun, a remote, secluded, sheltered, or out-of-the-way place to meet. Matilda was excited to find a nook in the bedroom of her new home. Nook.
Nook, N-O-O-K, nook.
That is correct. This word has a homonym. Lane, a noun, a narrow passageway between fences or hedges that is not traveled as a high road. William's house is separated from the main road by a winding lane. Lane.
Lane, L-A-N-E, lane.
That is correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, mice, a plural noun, small mobile manual devices that control movement of the cursor and selection of functions on a computer display. Gertie has 2 mice for her computer. Mice.
Repeat the word, please.
Mice.
Mice, M-I-C-E, mice.
That is correct. Your word is idea, a noun, a preliminary plan, conception, design, usually a plan or purpose of action, project. Ricky knew to be wary when Lucy cried out, "I've got an idea." Idea.
Idea, I-D-E-A, idea.
Correct. This word has a homonym, gone. It's a verb, moved away from something or thitherward, passed from one point toward another. Luther wanted to add cheesy bread to the takeout order, but Ronette had already gone to pick it up. Gone.
Repeat the word.
Gone.
Gone, G-O-N-E, gone.
Correct. Your word is upon, a preposition. After noticing, in a high position on. After noticing it was disappearing fast, Dad moved the candy to a spot upon the refrigerator. Upon.
Upon, U-P-O-N, upon.
Correct.
That's the end.
That is the end of our first round. So beginning now, they will count. So if a word is misspelled, then you will be told that it is incorrect and you won't come forward for the next round. Okay? Thank you. Your word is singing, the act or sound of one that produces musical tones by means of the voice. Mandy heard singing coming from the kitchen where her dad was washing dishes. Singing.
Singing, S-I-N-G-I-N-G.
Correct. Slide. A chute with a flat, polished bed sloping down from the top of a mounting ladder. Kadim's favorite part of visiting the playground was going down the slide. Slide.
Slide, S-L-I-D-E, slide.
That is correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, foam, a noun, a light whitish mass of fine bubbles that is formed in or on the surface of a liquid by agitation, or fermentation or effervescence, the dispersion of a gas or vapor in a liquid. Froth, the ship's propeller churned the water into a foam that lingered in the wake. Foam.
Foam. F-O-A-M. Foam.
Correct. Your word is speech, a noun, communication or expression of thoughts in spoken words. August's assignment is to refute the claim that only humans have the capacity for speech. Speech.
Speech. S-P-E-E-C-H. Speech.
That is correct. The word is booth, a small enclosure designed to hold one person at a time, usually to afford privacy or to separate its occupants from patrons or customers. With the advent of cellular phones, the phone booth is mainly used today as a way for visitors to gain access to the Ministry of Magic. Booth.
Booth. B-O-O-T-H, booth.
That is correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, matching. Verb, pairing up or putting in a set as possessing equal or harmonizing attributes, combining as being suitable. Nestor's first step in selecting an outfit for the day is matching his socks to his hoodie. Matching.
Matching. M-A-T-C-H-I-N-G. Matching.
Correct. Studied. Undertook formal application of the mental faculties to the acquisition of knowledge of a subject or course. Keisha studied mathematics and statistics at a university. Studied.
Studied. S-T-U-D-I-E-D. Studied.
Correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, clutch, an adjective, successful in a crucial situation. Asia was a famously clutch player, and everyone was confident that she would sink the last free throw. Clutch.
Clutch. C-L-U-T-C-H. Clutch.
Correct. Your word is china, earthenware or porcelain tableware. As soon as Justin saw the good china out on the table, he knew he was in for a long and boring evening. China.
China. C-H-I-N-A.
Correct. Your word is search, an endeavor to find, ascertain, recover, or bring into view. Nadia went on a search for all the missing socks in the house. Search.
S-E-A-R-C-H.
Correct. This word has a homonym, creak. It's a verb, to make a prolonged grating or squeaking sound. Every part of the old house would creak when the wind picked up. Creak.
Creek. C-R-E-A-K. Creek.
Correct. This word has a near homonym, knife, a noun, a simple instrument used for cutting. Maud uses a paring knife to cut vegetables. Knife.
Knife. K-N-I-F-E. Knife.
Correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, found. Verb, came upon a material object by searching or effort. After searching everywhere they could think of, they finally found the dog's favorite toy under a couch cushion. Found.
Found. F-O-U-N-D. Found.
Correct. The word is blurted, a verb, utterly abruptly and impulsively, divulged unadvisedly. Tyson hated it when someone blurted out the answer while he still had his hand raised. Blurted.
Blurted. B-L-U-R-T-E-D. Blurted.
Correct. Baskets, a plural noun. Various lightweight, usually wood containers in which berries, fruits, or vegetables are packed, shipped, or sold. Hamish picked up a few baskets of fresh blueberries from the farm. Basket.
Baskets. B-A-S-K-E-T-S. Baskets.
Correct. Your word is focus, a verb, to concentrate attention or effort. Deirdre decided to focus her studies on early Irish poetry. Focus.
Focus. F-O-C-U-S. Focus.
Correct. Your word is polish, to make smooth and glossy by a mechanical process, usually by friction, to give luster to. Madge will polish the silver before grandmother comes over for tea. Polish.
Polish. P-O-L-I-S-H. Polish.
Correct. Detail, a part of a whole, such as a small and subordinate part, an item or circumstance. Though her sister dismissed it as an insignificant detail, Jenna felt the color of the icing must be a particular shade of lilac for their mother's cake. Detail.
Detail. D-E-T-A-I-L. Detail.
Correct. Your word is gusto, vitality marked by an overabundance of healthy, positive, and often unrefined vigor and enthusiasm. Lottie approached painting with the gusto of one unrestrained by rules or schools of thought. Gusto.
Gusto. G-U-S-T-O. Gusto.
Correct. Okay. That's the end of our first round. Let's give a round of applause to everyone while I get a drink of water. Your word is alas, an interjection used to express unhappiness, sorrow, pity, or concern. Melissa's grand plans for her hamster's birthday party went, alas, terribly awry. Alas.
Alas. A-L-A-S. Alas.
Correct. Salad, a cooked or uncooked food prepared with a savory or piquant dressing and usually served cold. Inga made a delicious salad from artichoke hearts and smoked salmon. Salad.
Salad. S-A-L-A-D. Salad.
Correct. Whiskers, the long projecting hairs or bristles growing near the mouth of an animal as a cat or bird. Amari's new puppy always seemed to have crumbs in her whiskers after eating. Whiskers.
Whiskers. W-H-I-S-K-E-R-S. Whiskers.
Correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, goggles, a plural noun. Eye coverings resembling spectacles, but with shields at the sides and short projecting eye tubes with the glass fixed in the front, and used to protect the eyes as from water, light, dust, or cold. Often used with pear. As a good luck ritual, Ahmad always adjusts his goggles 13 times before mounting the starting block. Goggles.
Goggles. G-O-G-G-L-E-S. Goggles.
Correct. Your word is feline, an adjective resembling or suggesting a cat in manner or quality. Sleekly graceful, Serena moved through the ballroom with feline grace. Feline.
Feline. F-E-L-I-N-E. Feline.
Correct. Your word is reveal, to make something secret or hidden publicly known, to divulge. Marilyn made a point to dramatically reveal her birthday wish list to her parents, hoping that the extra effort in presentation would earn her an extra gift. Reveal.
Reveal. R-E-V-E-A-L. Reveal.
Correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, embers. Plural noun. Slowly cooling emotions, memories, ideas, or responses from the past that are still capable of being enlivened. General Organa sought to stoke the embers of resistance to the First Order. Embers.
Repeat word, please.
Embers.
E-M-B-U-R-S-E. Embers.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Your word is aware, marked by realization, perception, or knowledge. Colin is aware that his room is messy and claims he will clean it soon. Aware.
Aware. A-W-A-R-E.
That is correct. Wallet, a pocketbook that contains compartments for change, photographs, cards, and keys. A pickpocket at the airport cleverly snatched Remy's new leather wallet. Wallet.
Wallet. W-A-L-L-E-T.
That is correct. Texas, a geographical entry, state in the southern U.S. bordering on Mexico and the Gulf of Mexico. Austin, the capital of Texas, is known for its eclectic live music scene. Texas.
T-E-X-A-S.
Correct. Your word is 40, being one more than 39 in number. Mrs. Gent celebrated the day she turned 40 years old by going to a rock concert held inside a baseball stadium. 40.
Could you repeat the word?
40.
40. F-O-R-T-Y. 40.
Correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, wrenches, a plural noun. Hand tools that usually consist of a bar or lever with adapted or adjustable jaws, lugs, or sockets, either at the ends or between the ends, and are used for holding, twisting, or turning bolts, nuts, screw pads, pipes, and or other objects. For her birthday, Olivia asked for a new set of wrenches so that she could help her dad build a swing set in the backyard. Wrenches.
Could you repeat the word?
Wrenches.
Wrenches. W-R-E-N-C-H-E-S. Wrenches.
That is correct. This word has a near homonym, kitchen, a noun. The personnel that prepares, cooks, and serves food. Knowing the president had had a long day of summit talks, the kitchen set up some of his favorite dishes for dinner. Kitchen.
Kitchen. K-I-T-C-H-E-N. Kitchen.
Correct. This word has a near homonym, impolite, an adjective, lacking in courteous behavior or in etiquette or in consideration of others. Jane did not want to be impolite, but she was not staying in a hotel room that smelled like a sewer. Impolite.
Impolite. I-M-P-O-L-I-T-E. Impolite.
Correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, capture, a verb, to get control or secure domination of, to take over. Milo's plan was to capture the enemy base and then use it to launch a final devastating attack. Capture.
Capture. C-A-P-T-U-R-E. Capture.
Correct. Your word is circus, a noun, a spectacular public entertainment given usually in a large tent and made up of acts of physical skill and daring with interjected comedy by clowns. After his first trip to see a circus, Jose could not decide whether he he most wanted to become a clown or an acrobat. Circus.
Repeat the word, please.
Circus.
C-I-R-C-U-S. Circus.
Correct. This word has a homonym. The word is camera, a noun, a device that consists of a light-proof chamber with an aperture fitted with a lens and a shutter through which the image of an object is projected onto a surface for recording. The camera on Lynette's new smartphone takes extremely high-resolution photographs. Camera.
Camera. C-A-M-E-R-A. Camera.
Correct. Ordinary, an adjective occurring or encountered in the usual course of events, not uncommon or exceptional, routine or normal. The artist had a knack for taking ordinary objects and turning them into works of art. Ordinary.
Ordinary. O-R-D-I-N-A-R-Y. Ordinary.
That is correct. This word has a near homonym. Hull, a noun, the frame or body of a ship exclusive of masts, yards, sails, and rigging. When the new ship was named, a bottle of champagne was smashed on its hull. Hull.
Hull. H-U-L-L. Hull.
Correct. Thank you. Applause for those. Just a reminder for my spellers, make sure that you don't drop your voice at the end of the spelling so that we can hear all of those letters clearly. Thank you. What's that? And just a reminder, when you're finished spelling the word, make sure that you say it as well. This word could be confused with a similar word, playlist. A noun, an official roster used for organizing a personal digital music collection. Arun has a playlist of classical music to listen to while studying. Playlist.
Playlist. P-L-A-Y-L-I-S-T. Playlist.
Correct. Trickster. A noun, a dishonest person who defrauds or cheats others by the practice of crafty, underhanded ingenuity. A skilled trickster, Sonia conned her sister into giving her the larger piece of cake. Trickster.
Trickster. T-R-I-C-K-S-T-E-R. Trickster.
That is correct. This word has a homonym, dire. An adjective, demanding immediate action to fend off disastrous consequences. Exigent, urgent. The school was in dire need of a technology upgrade. The computers still used floppy disks. Dire.
Dire. D-I-R-E. Dire.
Correct. Your word is scrolls. It's a verb, causes text or graphics on a display screen to move vertically or horizontally, usually one line or column at a time. Henry often loses track of time when he scrolls on his phone. Scrolls.
Scrolls. S-C-R-O-L-L-S.
Correct. Your word is detect, a verb, to discover or determine the existence, presence, or fact of. As Jennifer kept her room very organized, she was quick to detect that her favorite teddy bear was missing. Detect.
Detect. D-E-T-E-C-T. Detect.
Correct. Your word is savor, a verb, to taste or smell with pleasure, to relish. Lena thought that it was critical to savor each bite of food when dining out. Savor.
Savor. S-A-V-O-R. Savor.
Correct. Your word is eyesore. It could be confused with a similar word. It's a noun, something offensive to the sight. The abandoned house with its broken windows and peeling paint was an eyesore in the otherwise well-maintained neighborhood. Eyesore.
Eyesore. E-Y-E-S-O-R-E. Eyesore.
Correct. Your word is pineapple. It's a noun, the fruit of a type of tropical plant that consists of a juicy, fleshy flowering and that ripens in a solid mass invested with a tough, persistent floral brackets and crowned with a tuft of small leaves. Unlike many other fruits, a pineapple will not continue to ripen after being harvested. Pineapple.
Pineapple. P-I-N-E-A-P-P-L-E. Pineapple.
Correct. Hedgehog, a noun, any of several nocturnal Old World insectivorous mammals that have hair mixed with prickles or spines and are able to roll themselves up so as to present the spines outwardly in every direction. Excited to see a hedgehog in her garden, Prudence set up a night vision monitor sensor camera to capture its activities. Hedgehog.
H-E-D-G-E-H-O-G.
Correct. Inclined, a verb, bent the head or body forward, bowed. The father inclined his head over the crib, checking that the baby was sleeping safe and sound. Inclined.
Inclined. I-N-C-L-I-N-E-D. Inclined.
Correct. Squints, a verb, looks suspiciously or with envy, malice, or disapproval. When Daisy's father is disappointed with her grades, he squints at them for a long time. Squints.
Squints. S-Q-U-I-N-T-S.
Correct. Wardrobe, a noun, a room or closet where clothes are kept or stored. Callista screamed when her brother jumped out of the wardrobe. Wardrobe.
Wardrobe. W-A-R-D-R-O-B-E. Wardrobe.
Correct. Your word is irregular, failing to accord with what is usual, proper, accepted, or right. When the entire class wore their clothes backwards on Friday, the teacher could tell that something highly irregular was afoot. Irregular.
Irregular. I-R-R-E-G-U-L-A-R. Irregular.
Correct. Texture, the visual or tactile surface characteristics and appearance of something. Maya loved the texture of silk so much that she asked for silk pillowcases for her birthday. Texture.
Texture. T-E-X-T-U-R-E. Texture.
Correct. Cringed, verb, drew back in fear or civility. Elaine always cringed when her teacher started getting angry with the class. Cringed.
Repeat the word, please.
Cringed.
Cringe. C-R-I-N-G-E. Cringe.
I'm sorry, it's incorrect. Your word is wizard, a noun, a genius or prodigy, especially in a particular field of endeavor. Divya had a reputation of being the class's math wizard. Wizard.
Wizard. W-I-Z-A-R-D. Wizard.
Correct. The word is vibrant, pulsating with life, vigor, or activity. The nurse had a vibrant personality that could cheer even the most despondent patient. Vibrant.
Vibrant. V-I-B-R-A-N-T. Vibrant.
That is correct. Basically, adverb, in fundamental disposition or nature. Alistair had always believed that people were basically decent, but then he met the cousins on his mother's side. Basically.
Basically, BASICALLY, basically.
Correct. All right, give them some applause. Thank you all. Your word could be confused with a similar word. Ogre, a noun, a hideous giant represented in fairy tales and folklore as feeding on human beings, a monster. Cho wrote a tale about an ogre who lived under a bridge and feasted on every 10th person who crossed. Ogre.
Ogre. OGRE. Ogre.
Correct. Caverns, plural noun, underground chambers often large or indefinite in extent. A team of spelunkers is making an attempt to map the entire system of caverns. Caverns.
Caverns. CAVERNS. Caverns.
Correct. Fidgeting. Verb, tinkering or playing nervously or absently, used with. The nervous substitute teacher was constantly fidgeting with his collar, a quirk the students were quick to imitate. Fidgeting.
Fidgeting. FIDGETING. Fidgeting.
That is correct. This word could be confused with a similar word. The word is dependable, an adjective, trustworthy. When hiring, companies look for dependable employees. When hiring, companies look for dependable employees who will complete their work on time. Dependable.
Dependable. DEPENDABLE.
Correct.
Dependable.
This word has a homonym. Weird. It's an adjective, curious in nature or appearance, of strange or extraordinary character, odd, unusual. Most episodes of Sherlock begin with a weird or puzzling event. Weird.
Weird. WEIRD. Weird.
Correct. Lavished, a verb, expended or bestowed with profusion, used with prodigality, squandered. Monique lavished praise on her puppy for catching the frisbee. Lavished.
Lavished. LAVISHED. Lavished.
Correct. Cobblestone, a smooth, rounded rock, larger than a pebble and smaller than a boulder, once commonly used in paving a street and in other construction. The carriage horse stumbled over a loose cobblestone. Cobblestone.
Cobblestone. COBBLESTONE. Cobblestone.
Correct. Scrawny, an adjective, lean, thin, raw-boned, ill-nourished. Arabs spent weeks nursing the scrawny puppy back to health. Scrawny.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Scrawny.
Scrawny. SCRAWNY. Scrawny.
Correct. This word has a homonym. The word is mutual, an adjective, shared in common, enjoyed by each, common. Willem and his new neighbor quickly discovered that they had a mutual friend. Mutual.
MUTUAL.
Correct. Your word is alibi, a noun, the plea of having been elsewhere at the time an act was committed, To support his alibi, Jake showed a video he made during his trip to Hawaii. Alibi.
Alibi. A-L-I-B-I. Alibi.
Correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, invasions. Plural noun, hostile entrances or armed attacks on the property or territory of another for conquest or plunder. The Nazi invasions of neighboring countries were terrifyingly swift. Invasions.
Invasions. I-N-V-A-S-I-O-N-S.
Correct. Adorned, verb, decorated, added to the pleasantness, attractiveness, splendor, or beauty of. His shoes were polished, his hat was well brushed, and a lace handkerchief adorned his breast pocket. Adorned.
Adorned. A-D-O-R-N-E-D. Adorned.
That's correct. Your word is telescope, an optical instrument for viewing distant objects by means of the refraction of light rays through a lens. George watched the lunar eclipse through the telescope. Telescope.
Telescope. T-E-L-E-S-C-O-P-E. Telescope.
Correct. Surrounded, a verb, formed a ring around. The trees surrounded the cabin and gave it a peaceful, secluded feeling. Surrounded.
Surrounded. S-U-R-R-O-N-D-E-D.
That is incorrect. Your word is Juneteenth, a noun, the 19th day of the 6th month of the year, observed as a general holiday, especially in Texas, in celebration of the anniversary of the emancipation of slaves in the state. Every year, the town celebrated Juneteenth with a parade, a festival, and a concert. Juneteenth.
Juneteenth. J-U-N-E-T-E-E-N-T-H. Juneteenth.
That is correct. The word is sardine, a noun, any of several small or immature fishes that are suitable for preserving for food. Destiny's cat, Mr. Picky Pants, refuses to eat unless Destiny tops his cat kibbles with a finely diced sardine. Sardine.
Sardine. S-A-R-D-I-N-E. Sardine.
That is correct. Orientation, a noun, the act of determining one's bearings or setting one's sense of direction. The hikers used a map and a compass for orientation prior to setting out on the trail. Orientation.
Orientation. O-R-I-E-N-T-A-T-I-O-N. Orientation.
Correct.
All right. Nice job.
This word could be confused with a similar word, decimal, an adjective, subdivided into 10th or 100th units. The U.S. uses a system of decimal coinage, with each dollar divided into 100 cents. Decimal.
May you repeat the word, please?
Decimal.
D-I-S-I-M-A-L.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. This word has a homonym. Conquers, plural noun. A game popular in player swings a horse chestnut or originally a snail shell, threaded or a string to try to break one held by an opponent. Libby and Abe spent all afternoon collecting chestnuts so they could play Conquers. Conquers.
Conquers. C-O-N-K-E-R-S. Conquers.
That is correct. Dingoes. This is a plural noun. Wild dogs of Australia with a wolfish face, bushy tail, and usually a reddish-brown color. One of the longest structures in the world is a fence that was constructed in Australia in the late 19th century to keep sheep flocks safe from dingoes. Dingoes.
Can you repeat the word?
Dingoes.
Dingoes. Dingoes.
That is correct. Archduke, a noun, a sovereign prince, specifically a prince of the imperial family of Austria. The most famous Archduke is probably Franz Ferdinand, whose assassination was the immediate cause of World War I. Archduke.
Archduke. Archduke. Archduke.
That is correct. Your word is novice. A noun, one who has no previous training or experience in a specific field or activity, a beginner. Afua is a novice on the flute, but has played other instruments for years. Novice.
Novice. Novice. Novice.
Correct. Ostriches, plural noun, swift-footed, flightless birds, each having a downy neck and head, a body covered with soft feathers, thighs nearly bare, two-toed feet, and a valuable wing and tail plumes for which they have been domesticated. To avoid detection, ostriches lie on the ground and stretch their necks out flat, but they do not bury their heads in sand. Ostriches.
Ostriches. Ostriches. Ostriches.
That is correct. This word has a homonym, symbol, a noun, a visible sign of something such as a concept or an institution that is invisible. The image of a dove is often used as a symbol of peace. Symbol.
Symbol. Symbol. Symbol.
Correct. Your word is expanse, something that is spread out typically over a wide area, such as an extensive and usually unbroken stretch of land or sea. Standing on the shore of Lake Michigan and looking out at the expanse of gently lapping waves, Charisse felt a sense of deep calm. Expanse.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Expanse.
Expanse. Expanse. Expanse.
That is correct. Preened, a verb, trimmed or dressed with or as if with the beak of the tongue or the tongue. Ebba's cat curled up on the couch and preened its fur before settling in for a nap. Preened.
Could you repeat the word?
Preened.
P-R-E-E-D. P-R-E-E, oh wait, D.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The word is wattles, plural noun, materials as rods, branches, and reeds used for building construction. Rowan collected wattles to help his aunt construct a shed in the backyard. Wattles.
Could you repeat the word?
Wattles.
Waddles. Waddles.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The word is emitting, a verb, giving utterance to, as words, ideas, or emotions, expressing. Hannah's much-needed sleep was interrupted by her cat emitting a mournful cry. Emitting.
Could you repeat the word?
Emitting.
Emitting. E-M-I-T-T-I-N-G.
That is correct. Granules, plural noun, little grains as of sugar, small particles as of pollen, especially, particles forming a larger unit. The baby loved that the granules of brown sugar stuck to her face like a beard. Granules.
Can you repeat the word?
Granules.
Granules?
Granules.
Graneils.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. This word could be confused with a similar word, contorted, twisted or twisted together, especially in a strained or violent manner, bent. Years of fierce sea winds had contorted the tree into a strange shape, contorted.
Contorted. Contorted. Contorted.
Correct. Invigorating. Adjective, causing something to become more active and lively, stimulating. After so much time indoors, Randy found the fresh air to be invigorating. Invigorating.
Invigorating. INVIGORATING. Invigorating.
That is correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, contraption. It's a noun, a newfangled or complicated device, usually used in mild scorn or indulgence. Moe's dream is to invent a contraption that will generate food from nothing. Contraption.
Contraption. CONTRAPTION. Contraption.
That is correct. Your word is radiation, the act or process of sending out in or as if in lines of light. The radiation of the sun's light and heat is critical for humans to survive. Radiation.
Radiation. RADIATION. Radiation.
That is correct. Nice job. This word has a homonym, wreaked, a verb, brought about harm, caused, inflicted. The monsoon rains wreaked havoc on the farmers' fields. Wreaked.
Wreaked. WREAKED. Wreaked.
Wreaked is correct. This word could be confused with a similar word. The word is tartan, a noun, a twilled woolen fabric with a plaid textile design of Scottish origin consisting of stripes of varying width and color against a solid ground. Lissy made scarves for her sister and cousins in matching blue and green tartan. Tartan.
Tartan. TARTEN. Tartan.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Your word is technique, noun, the manner in which a musician, dancer, or athlete uses basic physical movement in performance. English ballet dancer Margot Fontaine was known for the purity of her technique. Technique.
Technique. TECHNIQUE.
That is
Technique.
correct. Dutifully, in a manner of willing obedience, Henrietta dutifully visited her ailing grandmother. Dutifully.
Can you repeat the word?
Dutifully.
D U T I F U L L Y. Dutifully.
That is correct. Mournful, Full of sorrow, sad. Ivan the dog made a mournful little noise when his human refused to share the last bite of steak. Mournful.
Mournful. Mournful. Mournful.
That is correct. Emboldened, a verb, imparted courage to, instilled with bravery or resolution enough to overcome timidity or misgiving. With her lucky four-leaf clover in her pocket, Amelia felt emboldened to put forward her name for class president. Emboldened.
Emboldened. Emboldened. EMBOLDENED. Emboldened.
That is correct. Contessa, the wife or widow of a European nobleman whose rank corresponds to that of a British earl in the continental nobility. The Contessa moved gracefully through the halls of her palazzo to greet her guests. Contessa.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Contessa.
Contessa. CONTESSA. Contessa.
That is correct. Sustenance, a noun, food, refreshments. Before the Great Famine, many people in Ireland relied on the potato as their main source of sustenance. Sustenance.
Sustenance. SUSTIENEINCE.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Professional, exhibiting a courteous, conscientious, and generally businesslike manner in the workplace. Melvin's professional demeanor makes him a favorite with the customers. Professional.
Professional. PROFESSIONAL. Professional.
Correct. This word can be confused with a similar word, columns, a plural noun, vertical arrangements of items printed or written on a page or otherwise inscribed, vertical lists. The spreadsheet had so many columns of data that Hiram's eyes began to swim. Columns.
Columns. COLUMNS. Columns.
Correct. This word has a homonym, chai, a noun, a beverage that is traditionally made from a blend of black tea, honey, spices, and milk. After her yoga class, Sabrina met with her best friend to catch up over a cup of chai. Chai.
Chai. CHAI. Chai.
That is correct. Renowned. Widely or commonly known and often referred to because of some memorable quality or association. Celebrated. George Washington Carver, a renowned agricultural scientist, introduced nitrogen-rich plants to cotton fields to replenish the soil and increase yield. Renowned.
Renowned. Renowned. R-E-R-E-N-O-U-N-E-D.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Your word is corridor, a noun, a densely populated strip of land, including 2 or more major cities. The chain of store dominates the Southern California market in the corridor between Los Angeles and San Diego. Corridor.
Corridor. C-O-R-R-I-D-O-R. Corridor.
That is correct. Your word is cardigan, a sweater or jacket that opens the full length of the center front and usually has a round or V-shaped collarless neck. Samantha layered a cardigan over a turtleneck to ward off the chilly breeze. Cardigan.
Could you repeat the word?
Cardigan.
Cardigan?
I'm sorry, that's
Cardigan.
incorrect. Your word is instinctive, an adjective, determined by natural impulse or propensity, unlearned, unreasoned. Grandpa seemed to have an instinctive knack for getting the baby to sleep. Instinctive.
Can you repeat the word?
Instinctive.
Instinctive. I N S T I N C TIVE, instinctive.
That is correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, ransacked, a verb. Looked very thoroughly and zealously through, searched often forcefully or roughly, rummaged. Deborah ransacked her bedroom for her missing unicorn sock. Ransacked.
Ransacked. R-A-N-S-A-C-K-E-D. Ransacked.
Correct. Trodden, pressed down by walking or stamping upon something. The wild horses had trodden over the fields, flattening the tall grass and weeds. Trodden.
Trodden. T-R-O-D-D-E-N. Trodden.
Correct. Swankiest, an adjective, the most ostentatious. Many consider La Cuca to be the swankiest restaurant in all of New York City. Swankiest.
Swankiest. S-W-A-N-K-I-E-S-T. Swankiest.
That is correct. Reflexology. Massage of the hands or feet in the belief that pressure applied to specific points of these extremities benefits other parts of the body. Kenny managed his arthritis pain with medication from his doctor, low-impact exercise, and reflexology. Reflexology.
Reflexology. R-E-F-L-E-X-O-L-O-G-Y. Reflexology.
Correct. This word could be confused with a similar word. Convictions, a plural noun. Strongly held beliefs or views. Denise refuses to abandon her convictions based on what the journalists are reporting. Convictions.
Convictions. C-O-N-V-I-C-T-I-O-N-S. Convictions.
That is correct. Discriminating, careful or fastidious in selection, discerning, judicious. A child of discriminating tastes, Millicent insists on eating Fruit Loops, never ever Fruity Pebbles. Discriminating.
Discriminating. D-I-S-C-R-I-M-I-N-A-T-I-N-G. Discriminating.
That is correct. Your word is penchant, a noun, a strong leaning or attraction, broadly, or a liking. While visiting Ankara, Nanette developed a penchant for Turkish coffee. Penchant.
Penchant. P-E-N-S-H-I-O-N-T.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Pulverized, a verb, destroyed by or as if by smashing into fragments, disintegrated, demolished. The wrecking ball pulverized the dilapidated old building. Pulverized.
Pulverized. P-U-L-V-E-R-I-Z-E-D. Pulverized.
That is correct. Morbidity, a disease, state, or symptom, ill health. Jen's morbidity is controlled by a modified diet, increased exercise, and routine care from her physician. Morbidity.
Morbidity. M-O-R-B-I-D-I-T-Y. Morbidity.
That is correct. Lineage, a noun, a group of persons as a family or clan tracing descent from a common ancestor who is regarded as its founder. Manuel can trace his lineage to 2 passengers on the Mayflower. Lineage.
Lineage. L-I-N-E-A-G-E. Lineage.
That is correct. This word could be confused with a similar word, drudgery, a noun, dull, fatiguing, and unrelieved work or expenditure of effort. Rupert welcomes any new invention that helps take some of the drudgery out of housework. Drudgery.
Could you please repeat the word?
Drudgery.
Drudgery. D-R-U-D-G-E-R-Y. Drudgery.
That is correct. This word has a homonym, intolerance, a noun, exceptional sensitivity to a drug, food, or other substance. Ginny is grateful that she does not suffer from lactose intolerance since ice cream is her favorite food. Intolerance.
Intolerance. I-N-T-O-L-E-R-A-N-C-E. Intolerance.
That is correct. Motley, an adjective composed of a haphazard and incongruous mixture of different elements. Each guest drew a gift from the motley assortment in the grab bag. Motley.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Motley.
Motley. M-O-T-L-E-Y. Motley.
Correct. This word has a homonym, permanence, a noun, the quality or state of being without fundamental or marked change, durability. The costume designer always uses the same brand of dye because of the vivid colors it produces and its permanence on fabrics. Permanence.
Permanence. P-E-R-M-I-N-E-N-C-E.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Abdomen, noun, the part of the body excepting the back between the thorax and the pelvis, the belly. Claire's workout includes exercises to strengthen the muscles of her abdomen. Abdomen.
Abdomen. A-B-D-O-M-E-N. Abdomen.
That is correct. This word has a homonym, cocoon, the envelope often composed largely of silk, which the larvae and many insects form about themselves previous to changing into a pupa in which they pass the pupa stage. Ricky found a cocoon attached to a branch of an oak tree. Cocoon.
Cocoon. C-O-C-O-O-N. Cocoon.
That is correct. Mystified, a verb intentionally perplexed the mind of, imposed upon the credulity of, bewildered. The cookie's disappearance mystified Mom until she saw her son's guilty expression. Mystified.
Mystified. M-Y-S-T-A-F-I-E-D.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ensnarement, the condition of being lured or maneuvered into a difficult, hopeless, or compromising situation. The condition of being brought into one's power by stratagem. Entrapment. Thomas's ensnarement was assured when the puppy stared meaningfully into his eyes and gave him a soft lick on the hand. Ensnarement.
Could you please repeat the word?
Ensnarement.
Ensnarement. E-N-S-N-A-R-E-M-E-N-T. Ensnarement.
That is correct. Demeanor, a noun, behavior towards others, outward manner. Clyde practiced a professional demeanor before his first interview. Demeanor.
Demeanor. D-E-M-E-A-N-O-R. Demeanor.
That is correct. Appeasement, a noun, a policy of conciliating or buying off a potential aggressor by political or economic concessions, usually at the sacrifice of principles. The most notorious historical example of appeasement is the Munich Agreement, where British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain accepted Nazi Germany's annexation of the Sudetenland. Appeasement.
Appeasement. A-P-P-E-A-S-E-M-E-N-T. Appeasement.
Correct. Singapore, a geographical entry, island of the Malay archipelago in the South China Sea off the southern end of the Malay Peninsula. Singapore, which was formerly a British colony, has been an independent republic since 1965. Singapore.
Singapore. S-I-N-G-A-P-O-R-E. Singapore.
Correct. Referral, the process of directing or redirecting as a medical case or patient to an appropriate specialist or agency for definitive treatment. Jack has a referral to see a specialist about his environmental allergies. Referral.
Referral. R-E-F-E-R-R-A-L. Referral.
Correct. This word has a homonym, aerials, a plural noun, usually metallic devices such as rods, wires, or arrangements of wires for radiating or receiving radio waves, antennas. The shipwrecked passengers improvised aerials out of debris to see if they could pick up a radio signal. Aerials.
Aerials. A-E-R-I-A-L-S. Aerials.
That is correct. Transept, a noun, the part lying or passing across a cross-shaped church that crosses at right angles to the greatest length, also either of the projecting ends. Work has begun to replace the roof of the church's transept. Transept.
Transept. T-R-A-N-S-C-E-P-T. Transept.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. What? Oh. Correct or not? I thought I heard two. Could you spell that again for me very quickly?
T-R-A-N-S-C-E-P-T.
Isn't she saying E twice? Isn't she saying E twice? Just slow it down towards the end there.
T-R-A-N-S-C-E-P-T.
That's incorrect, I'm sorry. Somebody want to go double check? Your word could be confused with a similar word, aversion, a firmly settled and vehement dislike, antipathy, used usually with to, for, or from. It's a noun. Mina's aversion to avocados began at a young age and continues to this day. Aversion.
Aversion. A-V-E-R-S-I-O-N. Aversion.
That is correct. Prioress, a noun, a nun whose rank in an order of women corresponds to that of the superior ranking next to the abbot in the order of men. Freddie recently read a book about a prioress who celebrated the opening of a new chapel with her community. Prioress.
Can you repeat the word?
Prioress.
P-R-I-O-R. Priors?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Brocade, a noun, a rich silk fabric with raised patterns embroidered in gold and silver threads. Tina discovered a gorgeous brocade in the remnant bin at the fabric store. Brocade.
Can you repeat the word?
Brocade.
B-R-O-K-A-D-E.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Down to two, but they still have to. Laura, we're down to two, but they haven't completed this round yet. Right? You're still part of the same round, or is this a new round? The same round, so we continue. Right? Or not?
No, when there's two left, you have to go to the
Okay.
championship round. Okay, so the only thing that changes. The thing that changes here, okay, is that you have to win, you have to, if both of you get it correct, we keep going. If one doesn't get it correct, the second one gets to go. If that person gets it correct, you still have to get one more word for the championship, okay? Does that make sense? Okay.
Continue with the same words. Okay. Whoever went goes first. Your word is perdition. Noun, utter loss of the soul or of final happiness in a future state. Overly remorseful for his minor wrongdoing, Callum felt sure of perdition. Perdition.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Perdition.
P-E-R-D-I-T-I-O-N. Perdition.
That is correct. Fortuitous, adjective, lucky. Gavin's timing was fortuitous as he was starving and the chocolate chip cookies had just come out of the oven. Fortuitous.
Fortuitous. F-O-R-T-U-I-T-O-U-S. Fortuitous.
That's correct. This word could be confused with a similar word. Adduced, a verb, brought forward or presented for consideration in a discussion, analysis, or contention. The archaeologist adduced many artifacts during the presentation to support his theory of the ancient culture's ritual practices. Adduced.
Can you repeat the word?
Adduced.
A-D-D-U-C-E-D. Adduced.
I'm sorry. What? Would you say that again, please? Slow and loud.
A-D-D-U-C-E-D. Adduced.
That is correct. Coronation, the ceremony of enthroning of or of celebrating the official ascension of a sovereign. Grandma still remembers watching the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II in 1953. Coronation.
Could you repeat that, please?
Coronation.
Coronation. C-O-R-N-A-T-I-O-N. Coronation.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Then you go ahead. You're going to spell that. The same word? Coronation. Let me repeat that. The ceremony of enthroning or of celebrating the official ascension of a sovereign. Grandma still remembers watching the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II in 1953. Coronation.
Coronation. C-O-R-O-N-A-T-I-O-N. Coronation.
That is correct.
Okay.
Pallid, This word has a near homonym. This is the adjective, lacking the normal amount of color. Wan, used especially of the human countenance in illness. Fatima took one look at her son's pallid face and sent him immediately back to bed. Pallid.
Pallid. P-A-L-L-I-D. Pallid.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Nora Wilson, our first place winner, and William Thill, our second place winner. Nora will go on to the Archdiocese competition on February 1st, and we'll give you more details on that. William, you can attend if you want, but you won't be participating, but you'll get a certificate there. All right, congratulations to both of you. That was a great bee. Everybody did wonderful, very good. It was fantastic. You guys did great. You did great.